is Anton LaVey, and I'm continuing. So, and then another fascinating event took place. You could see you had a Lucifer entity, you had a Satan entity, and you had a devil entity. Oh yes, you had. Now, Lucifer, but that was only one existence. Fascinating. You had Lucifer, okay? Lucifer, let's say Lucifer was the god, okay? The devil was then the spirit of the god Lucifer, and Satan was the son. Okay, now isn't that like similar to the God depiction of the Bible? That is fascinating. But yet the gods manifested in different forms in different heavens. You know, Esau going, what is going on here? This is fascinating. This was so intriguing because for me, crossing over, seeing this, I suppose I was fortunate to a certain extent, because the moment I crossed over, I was placed in front of this entire existence. You had multiple different gods in their heavens, and you actually had beings in those heavens experiencing themselves. And here you had like the hell existence. Yes, it was actually a hell existence. But you know what's the fascinating thing? That hell existence was actually a manifestation of earth. I looked at the situation, I said, but wait a minute, I just died, here I'm standing in front of multiple gods, with multiple heavens, different beings who had died, who had certain beliefs in a god and a heaven, who'd go there, and here is one existence, there is Lucifer, you have the devil, Satan, earth, and then human beings who believed in devil, Satan, or Lucifer would go to this existence. But it's an earth world. It was exactly like earth. I said, wait a minute. I actually got excited. I was like, what's going on here? I want to find out, because this is fascinating. Because the Lucifer, devil, Satan existence was the actual depiction of God in the Bible, but God here, it's not how it's depicted in the Bible. What's going on here? And so I had a beautiful opportunity. So I had to ask that question, what happened? Oh yeah, so me being as sly as I am, I found a method to cloak myself, and I went to each and every single one of them. Okay, so I had the ability to like get into these heavens with no one being aware of me, and go and investigate this whole situation. And well, first I had to go into a little bit of a hiding in the dimensions to be able to see how I'm able to do this. Most of the information I found was through demons who said they knew how to get in without being detected, and that's where my fun started. So I went into this hell, which was actually a manifestation of earth. It was Lucifer, and you want to know an interesting thing? They were actually enjoying themselves. You know, fuck, you had Lucifer there, you had the human beings, Lucifer manifesting on this earth, another earth, in an interdimensional experience, Satan, the devil, and they're fucking having fun, they're creating, and I had fun there. And like, then you go to these God heavens. Now I went to each and every single different one. I mean, yes, there were multiple. And there was just God, you know, essence, this voice, just a voice. And, you know, you had your heaven, which is depicted in the Bible with the angels and, you know, the people, they're walking in these little robes and all serious and stuff. And then you had your other beliefs, what do you call it? People, there are so many. But the difference is magnificent. The difference was, personally, people go to hell, you know, on earth. Say to them, go to hell, because that's fun. if you want to go to a God or some heaven, you're going to get lost, exceptionally. And, you know, because you think that when you go to hell, and in terms of the belief of it here on earth, you burn in some infinite hell. But that's not it. So I wondered, okay, well, why are these people having fun? Where is the hell depicted in terms of where you burn and stuff? Do you want to know where it was? You know, by that God heavens, they actually had a hell at the bottom of that whole beautiful God heaven experience. There was that hell, and the beings were burning infinitely. What? What's going on here? Just because of a belief, these beings were placed in a hell, and they were apparently burning infinitely. It's just an idea. I could walk into that hell where those beings were burning infinitely. Fucking nothing happened to me. Human beings, beliefs. Just beliefs. And you know what that existence was with the Lucifer, with the Satan and the devil, was the one I, you know, enjoyed here on earth. You know, when you pray and worship to Satan and the devil and Lucifer and whatever here on earth, that's where you go. And that's fun, you know. But then, in terms of when you have a belief in a God and a heaven and a hell from the perspective of religion, that's where you'd go. Actually, in the dimensions. Fascinating. So, what happened to me is I enjoyed myself with Lucifer and the devil and Satan for a while. And of course, in terms of their influence here on earth, it was quite extensive. They had some, they were actually, let's say the demons kind of spawned from there, from the Lucifer, Satan and the devil existence. And human beings, it's fascinating because what it looked like is you had earth. Now let's take that 1 billion people believing in a God, in a heaven and in a hell. All of those beings believe, right? That one belief in your mind, which you actually live. You actually live that. You actually power that belief, that one belief. And because of that generated energy you compound inside you, because of that belief that you live, a line is actually straight from the top of your head to that heaven, to that God entity, to that hell. And that's how that existence is maintained in the dimensions. And that's with multiple beings coming together with the same belief inside them. Makes you wonder. Gives you some different perspective. So, I'll continue in the part 3, and I'll tell you how everything has changed, just in a nutshell, and fascinating stuff. Thank you.